What's up, everybody? It's Phil Moore, host of Nick Arcade, and you're watching Jammin' Music Man. It's the only place to get your groove on.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. What's up, guys? It's me, Jammin' Music Man, and welcome to my special new video. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my review of the recently released Ghostbusters film. And I'm on my way right now to go check out the film, and I'm taking you guys along with me. And after I'm done seeing the film, I'm going to give you guys my review. But first off, before I go see it, got a big announcement. I'm going to watch this film with an open mind. I'm not going to go into this, with the attitude that, it's not going to compare to the 1984 original. I hate this film. I hate that it's an all-female cast. I'm not going in there like that. I'm going into it with an open mind, and, whatever, I see in the film, if I enjoy it, I'm going to let you guys know. If there's something that I didn't like in the film, I'm going to let you guys know. But, I already know, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, they're not going to be in the film. But from what I hear, they might make some special cameo appearances. I don't know. I haven't seen the film yet. But, like I said, I've been a Ghostbusters fan since I was a wee little lad back in the hills of Ireland. But, been watching Ghostbusters, ever since I was a kid. And, I certainly remember back in '89 going to see Ghostbusters 2 in the theaters. I want to say that was one of the first movies I actually remember going to see was Ghostbusters 2 in theaters. And a lot of people, they criticize that movie now. I know it's not as good as the original from 1984, but it was a good movie by itself. I actually enjoyed it. It's one of the, one of my favorite sequels to an already great original movie like Back to the Future Part 2. I love it, but, I certainly remember seeing Ghostbusters 2, and I certainly remember playing the toys, watching the cartoons. I remember watching the real Ghostbusters, and then it became Slimer and the real Ghostbusters, and I actually remember back in the 90s, they had the short-lived cartoon, the Extreme Ghostbusters. Maybe some of you guys might remember those shows. And, I certainly remember this back in '89. Ghostbusters 2 was in the theaters, and you could go to Hardee's, and you could get these little itty-bitty little toy things that would make like these little ghost-busting sound effects. Maybe some of you guys might remember that. And I also remember going to Hardee's, and you could get a Jello Slimer treat. I definitely remember that. And I want to say they would give you like a free Ghostbusters 2 poster. I want to say that's right. But I definitely remember going to Hardee's during that time and getting that Slimer Jello treat and the little Ghostbuster toy things with the sound effects. But guys, time's calling my name. We got to get to the theaters, and I'm taking you guys along with me, so let's go.
I see the sound. They had you on the wall.
I'm talking like you guys.
Where'd you go, Kevin? Yeah.
Well, that sounds very scary. It's probably because you got a lot of bad karma from your previous life. Oh, I hate coffee.
I'm just gonna disconnect his phone. He won't notice. How's that going over here?
Alright guys, I just got out of watching Ghostbusters. I gotta say, I did enjoy watching this film, but I'm gonna wait till I get home to give you guys my review. I went to the 1 o'clock afternoon show. It was almost $10 to get in, but I happened to get myself a medium-sized popcorn and a large drink, and a drink and a medium-sized popcorn happened to be a total of $14.21. God damn, that's a lot of money for a drink and a popcorn. But anyway, that's another story. But guys, I'm gonna go home, give you my review, so let's go. Alright guys, I just got back watching Ghostbusters 2016, and right now I'm just gonna give you my review, my thoughts, my opinions on the film. But first off, I gotta say, I enjoyed this film for what it was. I mean, it doesn't compare with the 1984 original classic, but for the film it was, I enjoyed it, and I'll probably buy it on Blu-ray, DVD when it comes out. But first off, your main actors you get in the film, basically your Ghostbusters are Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCartney, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones. Also, some of your other main actor players are Andy Garcia as the mayor of New York. I believe that's his name. Also, you get Cicely Strong from SNL. She's like the mayor's secretary. You get Thor himself, Chris Hemsworth as their secretary. And also, you get some special cameos from a lot of notable people, which I'll talk about a little bit later on. But basically, the plot of the film is, basically we first start off learning that Melissa McCartney and Kristen Wiig, they wrote this book on paranormal activity many years ago, and they kind of go off into different directions. And Kristen Wiig is now like a teacher at like this upscale college in New York, and one day she's in class preparing to teach until she gets a visit by Ed Begley Jr., who owns like this hotel that's haunted, and he tells her that he read her book on paranormal online, and she kind of ends up getting connected back with Melissa McCartney. She thought Melissa McCartney had, destroy the book, but we find that the book's online, and they team back up. And Melissa McCartney, she's kind of like a teacher at this like lower scale college in New York, and also at this college that Melissa McCartney's teaching at, she has her little student or teacher in training, whatever you want to call it, understudy, Kate McKinnon. So Kate McKinnon, Melissa McCartney, and Kristen Wiig, they end up checking out this hotel that's haunted, and after that, they pretty much go into business together, and they're kind of looking around for places where they could have their businesses, and they end up going to the original firehouse headquarters where the original Ghostbusters were, but they couldn't afford to go in there, so they end up going to like this upstairs of this Chinese restaurant. And one day they get a visit from Leslie Jones, who works at like the train system in New York City, and she spots a ghost, so she brings them down there to check it out, and they spot a ghost, and pretty much after that they form a team, they go into business together. And also during the film we find out there's this like guy who's possessed by I guess a demon or whatever. He's possessed, and ends up killing himself to start the fourth cataclysm. And basically the fourth cataclysm is going to cause a mass eruption of ghosts taking over the city, taking over planet Earth. And this is when the Ghostbusters, can they save the day? I'm not going to give anything else after that, but basically that's the plot of the film. Basically, some of my thoughts and opinions. Basically, I really wish, we could have had Harold Ramis to be alive to be in this film. But the special cameos, you get special cameos from pretty much all of the surviving Ghostbusters. You get a special appearance from Sigourney Weaver. The only person you didn't get a special appearance from was Rick Moranis. And I know Rick Moranis, he hasn't been in any movies, I mean, probably maybe 20 years now, you know, but he was definitely a part of the original Ghostbusters classic. And I wish they could have got him, but you know, but everybody's pretty much there. The only problem is, you know, they're playing different characters. They're not playing the original Ghostbuster characters. They're totally different people. That's the only big problem I wished we could have seen in this film, was them maybe kind of, you know, I wish we could have seen the original Ghostbusters kind of mentor the new Ghostbusters. But, you know, that's my only big problem with the film. Basically, you know, the comedy act, pretty much, of the film, I would have to say would be Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon. Melissa McCarthy, she was funny at times, but not overly funny in like her other movies. But pretty much the big laughs are from Leslie and Kate. But you know, Chris Hemsworth, he kind of plays a ditzy kind of character in the film, but you know, not the typical Chris Hemsworth roles we know him for. But other than that, you know, the special effects were great. You know, of course you get Slimer, he's back, and also I want to say you get I guess Slimer has a female companion in this film, and of course you get the Ecto-1 in the film, and you get the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He makes a brief appearance. But all in all, you know, I enjoyed the film. The special effects look great, and you know, I would, after a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give this film maybe an 8. I mean, it wasn't a 10, but you know, it wasn't bad. But I would probably, you know, I would recommend going out and watching it, and I'm probably going to definitely pick it up when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought about the film, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. But once again, I'm Jammin' Music Man, and I will see you guys next time.